Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Anaya here with another general collective message. Keep in mind that not every message is going to be your message. Use your discernment. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I hope that wherever you are today, that you are comfy, cozy, warm, and as always, staying well hydrated. So today's message is in the beautiful energy, lunar energy of Pisces, as that is where the moon is currently. And my cat is trying to walk all over my cards. All right, you got to get off my cards. There we go. The pleasures of animal familiars. Just getting her good vibes all over everything. So today's message, the moon is in Pisces. So you may be noticing that your dreams are that much clearer, that much more in high definition, as of course, Pisces is governed very much by Neptunian energy. And this is all about vision quests, your belief systems. All right. We're tapping into the psyche, especially when we have Pisces and the moon. This is a very, very powerful, deep diving water, psyche, mental energy. And true to that, the downloads that I received last night in my dream are a part of today's message to share with you today. So, the download that I got was very short. It was being in the ocean. I was in the water. Someone else was in the water. Didn't know who this person was. A beautiful killer whale, those black and white whales, came over to us. It came right over to me and it opened its mouth and just gently kind of nibbled on my arm, like kind of like a little love nibble. It wasn't hurting me, it didn't bite me, it didn't puncture any skin. It was like a gentle, loving acknowledgement, a form of communication. Immediately after the killer whale did its little yum, 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 little love nibble on me, it went over to this other person who I did not know, this faceless person. And the whale completely detached its jaw, opened its mouth almost like completely 180, and devoured this other person, like started eating them. And that was the end of the dream sequence. That was the end of the download. There are, whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this message is for, you have a strong psychic connection. In this Pisces energy, this message is all about psychic energy, okay? And the ancestors and beyond the veil. This is all energy based. And there are some of you who have marine ancestors, primordial marine ancestors. I know that anytime I see marine creatures in my dream, or I get downloads of the ocean and marine creatures around, it's always a deep sense of understanding that the ancestors, primordial ancient energies, the very first creations of the world, come forward and are sharing their wisdom with us. So this is our ancestors speaking to us, our ancestors as marine life. Now, this has been a theme I've noticed in the past 48 hours. And Pisces also governs legal consequences, in addition to spiritual transcendence and also isolation. So there is very much a binary, okay, that seems to be communicated in the messaging I've been receiving these past few days. Someone is gaining a graduation, a Four of Wands energy, an upgrade, a renewal, growth. And then in stark contrast, there is an opposing energy that is in its demise, that is stuck. So while you are experiencing this graduation, this growth, this spiritual maturity and evolution that's happening, a graduation of sorts, there is someone who is experiencing a sense of being stuck or trapped. Okay. They did not make the graduation, the door closed on them. All right. They didn't make the passing grade. They have to stay behind and repeat the grade all over again until they get the message. All right. That's the analogy that I've been getting. So that's been coming up a lot. And especially just looking at the dynamic with the killer whale, it really reinforces that your graduation is someone else's demise. Your medicine is someone else's poison, right? Because the whale came over, gentle, loving nibble, went over to that other person, and there was nothing gentle and there was no nibble. It was a total devour. And this further extends itself into this makes me think of the judgment hall of Ma'at when we look at the um, African indigenous knowledge system and cosmology, that there is a being, okay, in Ma'at's hall of judgment. This is where we all are judged based on the quality of our heart. Is our heart heavy? Have we become bitter and angry because of the challenges and difficulties and pain we've experienced in our life? So is our heart heavy, or have we been able to transmute and learn and grow from our hardships and challenges? And instead of becoming bitter, we become better. We become improved. We keep our heart light. We keep our heart open. We're still loving and compassionate to ourselves and others. Okay. We haven't closed our heart space off because life is lifing. Also, this morning, that's part of this message here, is a bunny. Right around where I live, there's this gorgeous snowshoe bunny. She's a snowshoe hare, is what she is. And she comes running through our yard at this time of year in the morning, looking for whatever greens are popping up for her to nibble on. And what I notice about Bunny is that she has not changed her coat yet. She is all white. So she's still reflecting that winter landscape so that her white coat allows her to blend in to the snow. And that serves as her protection. So other predators can't see her or discern her. She kind of blends into the snow and can get away. But Bunny hasn't changed her colors yet. And all the snow is melted. It's all brown and green everywhere around, which means her striking, beautiful white fur coat sticks out like a sore thumb. This makes Bunny that much more vulnerable to attack and predators. And that's what I'm seeing here today. Whoever this person is that is in this hall of judgment, legal consequence energy, this person whose heart has hardened and become heavy, they're very much in their shadow self. Okay. We have shadow and psychic here. And we also have veil reverse and transmute reverse. So this person stuck in their shadow, okay, there's a few messages coming through here. With the coat not changing, there's someone who doesn't want to change or evolve with the times, okay? This makes me think very much of someone stuck in an outmoded or outdated way of thinking, being, acting, okay? This can be someone in an old school ideology of some kind that is no longer relevant. It does not translate into the here and now. Maybe it made sense when there was snow everywhere, right? In a different era, like where Bunny's white fur makes sense in the winter, it protects her. But if she doesn't change into her brown coat in the early spring, then she's just going to stand out and be that much more vulnerable to attack. So, somebody here who is refusing to change and shift, okay, is as a result of their resistance to evolve and grow, is making this person vulnerable. It's making them vulnerable to attack, to people questioning them, looking at them with a side eye, like, Well, things have evolved and changed and shifted. Why are you not also shifting and evolving? What is this commitment to things being just so and rigid and the way they were in the past? They worked in the past, but these things don't work now. They require some kind of adaptation or evolution. And somebody is just not willing to do that. So, this person, by virtue of their being committed to something old and outmoded that is no longer relevant, this person has made themselves obsolete. This person has made themselves irrelevant to your life and to your energy. Okay. It makes me think very much of having a device that cannot accept any further upgrades to its system. So, you know how there are corporations that produce and create technology that has a lifespan. Okay. There is I don't know what the formal language is here, but to your laptop, to your phone, whatever it is, the manufacturers have inbuilt like a kill switch or like a kill date, is what I'll call it. All right. This is where the device is just no longer going to accept upgrades or updates. And so as a result, it becomes irrelevant, it becomes obsolete. You can no longer download new programs or applications because it doesn't align. The old technology is no longer compatible with the new operating systems and so on and so forth. And that's very much what's happening here. Okay. Now, what I am seeing is that this narrative evolves. Whoever this person is, and this is not you, viewer. So, what's interesting, going back to that whale download with the dream, it's like you are the central character in this narrative. However, in this instant, it's more about you becoming aware of what's going on in your immediate environment with other people, okay, with the people around you. So there's a great focus in this message on the person who is in their shadow, on the person who did not make the graduation, who is not walking through this gateway into the future, into evolution and growth with you. This is someone who literally, like, the graduation doors have opened. You've walked into the stadium, down the stage, to the podium. You said your speech, you got your scroll, whatever the case may be. And this person is locked out of the auditorium. They can't even enter in to witness your graduation, let alone experience graduation themselves. Okay. So it seems like right now is a time of like initiation. There are certain gateways that have opened up. And for those of you who have been doing your spiritual work, connecting with your ancestors, meditating, self reflecting, learning accountability, all of these pieces, you've been doing the work. That's why this immediate gateway is elevating and graduating you. However, this person, whoever this person is, and my cards do get a little more into it, okay? But really, you're going to have to just take this as it resonates. So read in between the lines here. But whoever this person is that is locked out of the auditorium, they have become aware. It's almost like in the last minute, in the final hours, this person realized, oh my God, I'm not going to graduate. Oh my God, maybe there's like an exam I can take. Maybe there's some quick intensives I can take. But this person is only making an inquiry about what they can do to correct their path. But this is hours before the graduation ceremony. It's way too late. This person did not wake up early enough in the semester. Okay, following my scholastic analogy here, this person did not wake up earlier in the semester to realize, oh, shoot, if I'm going to correct my trajectory, because right now I'm headed to a path that's not in a good place. So if I'm going to correct this, I got to act now so that I can shift this trajectory. Unfortunately, this person, too late, too little. They literally did not realize that they didn't realize that they had to do this work, or it's like they didn't realize that it didn't hit them. It didn't sink in. And so their response was so delayed. And as a result, this person is locked out of the auditorium. With veiled reverse and transmute reverse, I have a number of cards here showing me we've got strength and we have Eight of Wands reverse. This person, okay, is trying so hard to shift this trajectory. They're banging on the auditorium door. They are trying to kick it down. They're looking for a crowbar. They're looking for who can they, what psychic, energetic, spiritual tool can they access so they can burst into the halls of Neptune and get the vision quest, get the download, get the information that you are receiving as you elevate. All right. Now, nothing this person's doing is going to work because, I mean, the analogy speaks for itself. How are you going to expect to graduate when you didn't do the work and you literally just showed up 2 hours before the graduation ceremony to inquire if your name is on the list? Like, let's be realistic. Okay. This is someone who might be in some state of delusion. All right. I don't know if they were distracted. We've got Seven of Cups here and Three of Wands reverse. So it's like this person was in a murky energy, unclear, maybe scattered with their energy. They don't know if they should go here or there. And so, because they spread themselves so thin, because they didn't focus on themselves, okay, they didn't get clear on what they wanted with the Seven of Cups energy. It put them in a stagnant place because this person did not get clarity on what they wanted. So they didn't take any action that would allow them to reap some positive results. It's almost like someone is experiencing, um, what do they call it? I think it's like decision paralysis, where you have so many options that you just become stuck because you don't know which one to choose. You feel so overwhelmed, you just end up not making a choice at all. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. But I'm also getting a narrative of somebody who is not just stuck or unclear about what they want. And so this is the reason why they are not progressing or moving forward in this immediate moment, because they just did not make the right investments at the right time. But there is definitely a sense of, just waiting for spirit to give me, there's some more pieces coming in here. There's a lot around this message. This person is jealous of you. Okay, there's some low-key jealousy energy here. This person is always watching you. We've got the Six of Cups reversed with the Star. It's like they're stuck in the past. Okay, it's almost like, so now this person realizes, okay, shoot, the door is closed. I missed graduation. Damn it. I didn't get myself together in time, and now I lost this opportunity. Now that this person is aware that this is what is happening, they're in the Six of Cups reverse, the star energy. Now they're reminiscing. Now they're nostalgic about, well, what if in the past, what if I made a different decision? What if I did this or what if I did that? So they're going back to this hopeful place of, if I could go back in the past and if I did things differently, right? So I'm getting the feeling very much of regret. I'm not seeing Five of Cups here, but the combinations here are showing someone in regret. We have 10 of Wands, we have Five of Swords, and we have Six of Wands. Because somebody was in some kind of battle energy, compare and contrast, we also have Five of Wands here. This person failed. They missed the message. They didn't understand the assignment. Clearly, they didn't understand the assignment in some way, shape, or form. And so this is why this person's not getting recognition. Okay. Six of Wands reverse. But this is burdensome with the 10 of Wands. Okay. This is stressing them out in an absolutely unreal way. Here, looking at my astrology dice, we have Venus, we have Cancer, and we have the 12th house. Of course, Pisces, you're here. That Pisces moon energy is coming through the cards and coming through the dice today. So, just looking at the astrology dice before I dive back into the rest of the cards here, is that with Venus, it's all about choices. This is reflecting this person's choices that they have made and the consequences of those choices on their Cancer energy, which is their stability, their house, their integrity, right? So this person did not make the wisest choices in the past. And so this has compromised their stability, their ability to be nourished, okay, to have this sense of integrity. They just did not make the right choices, okay? As simple as that. And we're all human, we make mistakes. But this is somebody, especially with the readings that have been coming through with like jealousy and psychic attacks and spiritual warfare. Um, this to me is not necessarily devoid of that or separate from that. This feels like it's in the wheelhouse. It's in the area of that kind of energy. So I would even dare to say that, especially with the psychic and shadow here, that this could have been someone who was trying to harm you. Okay. And I definitely would say that with the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. All right. But we're going to continue taking a look here. But all in all, this person making unwise choices in their past has now affected their stability, has affected their how they nourish themselves, has affected their own integrity, because this person could be saying that they're doing some kind of work or they're doing something, but the actions are just not there to support it. Obviously, that's why the graduation isn't happening. Okay. So that's acting as the proof in the pudding that's exposing this person, veil reversed, for having not done their work. And so they're reaping the consequences of having not done that work. So instead of them being lifted up in transcendence, this is bringing them into the legal consequence aspect of Pisces, into the isolation aspect of Pisces, as this person is now feeling left out and they feel like an outsider. Here I've got the Chariot with the Change card on top. Both cards have vehicles in them. Okay. This person is trying to move forward. This person is pushing, okay, as hard as they can. That's them banging on the auditorium door, trying to break it down, trying to get in to access this Pisces graduation energy. But we have here the Eight of Pentacles reversed with the occupation card reversed on top of that. So here we're getting double confirmation in terms of this person wanting to move forward. They're wanting to strike a balance. Maybe they're wanting to do the change now in the final hour when it's too late, too little, too late, too sorry kind of energy. And whatever efforts that they're putting in are not working because the time was not right. Okay. So, no, the door is not opening for this person. When I ask to dive into the nitty gritties of who is this person to my viewer, is this a friend, a family member? Who is this? I'm not getting direct answers on that piece. So I'm just going to respect the fact that there are a number of people listening to this message, and Spirit does not want to give me a direct identity, because for each person listening, this is going to be a different person in your life, but you are going to know who this is. You're going to have the strong intuition, okay? Because remember, that Pisces energy is lifting you up at this time. So your perceptiveness, your dream states, your psychic ability is boosted exponentially. So you're going to know. You are going to know. You're going to feel it. You're going to get a message. You already know who this person is, okay? So please, please, please do not become hypervigilant or even paranoid. No need. All right. Don't make the story fit. If it doesn't fit, if it doesn't fit, don't keep it. Don't try to make it fit. Okay. This is for someone who is already aware. Okay. Moving on here. So we have the Hierophant with the Knight of Cups reversed. This goes right back to that Hall of Ma'at analogy that I was making earlier. So, for those of you who are familiar with the Hall of Judgment, you walk down the hall and your heart gets placed on a scale by Tahuti and Sheshet, the male and female counterparts of judgment, the message keepers. Okay. These are the record keepers as well. So they record your accounting, the accounting, not of your bank account, but the accounting of the state of your heart. If it's too heavy, you fail and you have to do the cycle, the life, the lesson again, much like this shadow psychic energy in this reading. Conversely, if you go into the hall and your heart is measured and it is as light as an ostrich feather, then you succeed. You graduate. You pass the test. The door is open for you. You get to advance, move ahead onto the next level. Now, for those whose hearts are too heavy, they go somewhere. Where do those heavy hearts go? Well, there is a creature that is half lion, half crocodile, half dog, and her name is Amit. And Amit's job is to eat the hearts of the heavy. Okay. So she eats the very heavy hearts of the people. And as she eats them, they recycle and they go back into the ether, and this person gets another try again. Okay. Very much like a video game. When you run out of lives and you're done, okay, that's a meat. That's a meat saying, you're done. It's over. Game over. You got to start all over again. Okay. You got to reset this game, start at level 1 or start again at level 3 or whatever the level was that you did not complete. You got to get kicked back to the beginning and start again. Now, this is what this person is experiencing. So their heart is in a very compromised place. And that's what I want to express to you here. With the strength card, with the 8 of wands reverse, I'm seeing that as a meat, that lion, crocodile creature that is eating a heavy heart. Someone does not get to progress. That's why the 8 wands are reversed. It's stopped. It's stagnant. Instead of it being light and flowing through the air, those 8 wands are heavy and they're heading straight to the ground. Okay. So that's what's going on here. There's some real consequences, spiritual consequences for somebody who thought that they could treat spirituality as a joke or deprioritize it as just like a fad or a hobby. Okay. And this is where spirit is coming through with its heavy hand, very loving hand, but a very heavy hand with these consequences showing this is what happens when you do XYZ. We're going to give you another chance. All right. Do better next time. The energy here, again, has been really repeating. We've got perseverance and third wheel. So this person has been working so hard. They're working so hard to stop this bad karma, this bad consequence. They want to transmute it. They want to shift this. Okay. But they can't. They can't. And this person is having a very hard time swallowing this hard reality. We have right reverse and maintenance. Whatever this person was trying to do, whatever they're doing psychically or energetically, is backfiring on them. Okay. They keep trying to amend, adjust, restore, transmute. It's not working. It's not working. Too late. The door is closed. There's nothing they can do. And this person's having a very, very hard time with that. Okay. I can't emphasize that enough. Just looking at the cards here. So, who is this person? Well, we know their heart is heavy. Okay. That's why the Knight of Cups is reversed. They are not successfully meeting their goals and they are feeling the emotional and psychological pain and consequences of not feeling fulfilled and satisfied. For the answer of who is this energy that's in its shadow that can't transmute, that's feeling stuck, we have the Hierophant, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. So This is where it makes me think of some of the energies that have been coming through in the past few months, if not longer, around a group of people. Okay. With this Hierophant, it's some kind of institution. This could be a formal institution. Looking at the 10 of Pentacles, it could be an institution that's surrounded or based on some kind of inheritance. This could be linked to someone's identity in some way. Okay, so it makes me think of like an institution that is built around an identity that's been inherited. The Four of Wands here just gives me a sense of concrete place. Like, is this a clubhouse? Is this some kind of institutional like organization where people come together, like a physical location with these Four of Wands? They come together and they all share identities, either as magicians, or maybe the identity is it's the Scottish Rite Masons group, or the, I don't know, whatever you can think of. Okay, a Afro-Caribbean knitting club. Okay, like, I'm with the 10 of Pentacles, it's based around identity. Okay, so whoever these people are, if this is indeed a group of people and not just a single person as the Hierophant, they are working through their identity. And that makes sense because we're in Aries season. But the fact that their identity is showing up here in this kind of a way, this could be a family member that's close to you that you maybe live with the Four of Wands. Okay. It could be a loved one you're in some kind of contract with the Hierophant. Maybe it's a love partner. Okay. A husband, a wife, um, someone that you have some kind of contract with in your union. So it could look like that. It could look like a group of people who have a membership to an organization that is all based around their shared identity in some way, shape, or form. Okay. We've got eternal love and indulgence to further clarify this Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, Four of Wands energy. So this is a group or a meeting place where people share um, their ideologies and they help each other. They help each other. Eternal love, they have companionship, there's friendships, there's bonds, indulgence. Keywords here are interaction, joy, and friendliness. Yeah, so this really gives me like some kind of clubhouse or something, or a school, even in light of the scholastic analogy that's been coming through. All right, take it as it resonates. But this is a group that works with each other here. They work with each other, they care for each other, they take care of each other. And what they want to do is they want you to care. And that's the part that I find interesting. Why does this person or group of people want you to care about their spiritual advancements or failures or stuckness or progress or lack thereof? Why does this person or people want you to be involved? How does this have anything to do with you? That's what I want to know. And the cards that came out here to answer that question are stubbornness and pride reverse, along with calm reverse and stop, in addition to saving and homeless. So you may have been stubborn in the past. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this is this person who's being stubborn. But, oh, well, we definitely know this person's being stubborn. We know that for sure. That's why they're not advancing. So going back to that like rabbit changing her fur, this person is refusing to change their stripes. They're refusing to change their ways, the way they think, the way they operate. That's the stubbornness energy. This person is stubborn because they're egotistical. The Six of Wands we saw earlier and is further reflected in this Pride card reverse, which to me reads as the Emperor reversed here. All right. This person abuses power. They think that they're all powerful, almighty. They know all the answers to everything. They like to lord their status, their money, whatever power they have over others. Okay. This is a very overbearing kind of person. And they are feeling very uneasy right now, and they want to stop this uneasy feeling. But this has nothing to do with you. You have no responsibility to this person. That's why saving and homeless is here, and introvert and curse. Because the advice for you when it comes to navigating this person who's in their shadow energy is to protect yours. Okay? Preserve your peace. Protect your energy from this person, because this person looks like they're all over the place energetically. Like they are frantic. They are desperate to get the result that they want, even though they cut corners, even though they didn't do the work. This person has been neglecting their path. They've been negligent towards themselves, in that they haven't been investing in themselves in the way that they need so that they can grow and nourish and be the highest version of themselves. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this person does not want to do that work. They abandon their own blueprints, their own spiritual blueprints and map that Source has given them. This person has abandoned it so that they can look at you and watch you following your blueprint and map that Source gave you. And they hope that by following what you're doing, that it's going to get them to the same goal. And something that's this person's not understanding is that while we are all working towards the same goal, consciously or unconsciously, our souls are trying to return back to wholeness, oneness, the pure light. Hence the journey of us being here in the flesh, and our goal ultimately being enlightenment, the reintegration back into the collective as pure energy, intelligence, knowledge, awareness. And this person thinks that there's only one path. There's one path to get to enlightenment. There's one path to access this Pisces transcendental spiritual vision quest and energy. And that's not true. If you even look at the Kabbalistic tree of life, there are hundreds of roads, hundreds of pathways that we can take to achieve enlightenment and self-awareness. But because this person is so busy about what you have going on, what you're doing, it has literally caused them to experience all of these negative consequences because they've neglected their path. And so there's a consequence for that negligence, right? When you don't water the grass, guess what? It doesn't get green. And that's the basic lesson that this person here is still having a hard time accepting. This is someone who is entitled and thinks that consequences don't apply to them. They think consequence is for everybody else who's lowly. But for them, this is a very egotistical person, okay? Like, my goodness. But for them, they feel like consequences below them. They're above it. They're above the law, is what this person thinks. And this also translates to them feeling like they're above spirit. They're above source creator. And that's why this person is getting a hard sit down on their ass. This is why the auditorium door, source creator, has slammed the door shut, because this person needs to learn. And consequences is how we do that. So we have introvert and curse. This person right now might be trying to hide or suppress this frantic, catastrophic energy that they're in. Okay. They're trying to keep it private. They don't want people to know about it. For some of you, this could be a masculine energy in their shadow self, because we have main male here in the reverse, along with distant horizons. So again, distant horizons makes me think of someone who is physically at a distance from you, that you know who is going through this, but also the distant horizon card, because it's like a ship floating in the sky and it has this big anchor. That to me is very much Neptunian energy. This has more to do with the spiritual world as distant beyond the veil. Okay. And so this person that's stuck in their shadow is trying to master or navigate the spirit realm, and nothing they are doing is working because their heart is not in alignment with the Most High. Okay. And they might be trying to approach you psychically. I think this is partly why this message is even relevant for you, is that this person keeps trying to access your energy. They keep trying to intrude into your energy body because they know that you're a hierophant. They know that you are a star. They know that you are moving onward and upward because you are doing your work. You are keeping your light heart. You are doing your personal spiritual accounting to keep your receipts in order. You may not be expecting this. And I think that's also why the stubbornness energy to me reads as this person who's very much in their ego, is stubborn and refuses to learn from their mistakes and change. But it also kind of gives me a sense that you may not have expected. So you might, for some of you, you know exactly who this person is. For some of you, you know that someone is doing something, but you don't know who is doing something. You know, energetic things are going on. You feel somebody pulling on your energy body or coming into your energy, astral traveling, whatever the case is, you feel that, but you might be unclear as to exactly who it is. And so we have expectation reverse and main female. So this could be a couple who is working together. It goes back to this notion that there could be multiple people, a group of some kind. Okay. But you may not expect it, that there is some female energy who is behind this. There may also be a male energy as well. The two of them are working together. I'm getting the sense that one person is the actual culprit, the hater, the person who is targeting you or deciding to focus and watch you while they walk off an edge because they're not looking at where their feet is taking them. It's almost like this person is preoccupied, obsessed. They just can't stop watching and comparing what everybody else has going on. Okay. Meanwhile, they're not watering their grass. Meanwhile, their garden is barren because they're not doing their personal work. They're busy watching you. Okay. So you may be a little surprised as to who that is. We have the Justice here with Three of Cups. Justice is on the scene, as I mentioned, with that Neptunian energy. Um, yeah, legal consequences. Okay. Scales are being balanced. Right under the Justice card, we have the Devil. That again is the confirmation of this shadow energy, somebody being in their shadow self and needing to bring it into balance and heal. And Source Creator is balancing the scales. So whatever this person is doing, again, consequence is occurring. Now, the reason why this person wants you to care is because they're trying to leech off of your energy or get you to help them in some way. Like you can stop their karma, stave off their karma, stop consequence. Like, I don't know. It's almost like the person's like, yo, you graduated, okay? Give me all of your test sheets. Give me every single test you did for this level so I can go to the dean's office and ask to like take all exams again, and I can use your exams as my cheat sheet to make sure I win and I can graduate. Maybe I can expedite my graduation. It's like this person is coming up with all kinds of out of this world ways to try to use you because they can't do it themselves. They can't transmute this energy themselves. They're not powerful enough to do it. And you would really have to be a super powerful magician. I don't even know what kind of skill you would need to stave off consequence. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is an odd notion to me. Avoiding consequence. Like, I can understand as a child, you might do something and then, oh, shoot, you're going to get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble. You want to stave off. But this is what you do when you're a child. Here I'm seeing in my cards, these are grown adults. This is a grown adult who is a practitioner of some kind, who dabbles in the psychic realm and energetic realm. Somebody who is in their shadow self, who's actively doing this work. So there's definitely a sense of arrested development here. Somebody has not grown Not only are they in arrested development now, as in not making this immediate graduation, but this seems to be historic and ongoing for this person. It's almost like, they did grade 1 and then they just, like, left school and were like, "Yeah, I don't need to do anything else. I can just keep looking at other people's cheat sheets to make it through grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5." They don't show up to class, they don't do nothing, but right at the very end of the school year, they're gonna come in and find the person who is the A student in the class, the valedictorian of the class, and be like, "Yo, give me all your sheets." Okay. Oh, geez. And it's not gonna work. It can't work. Okay, that's why I'm laughing, because this is a futile attempt. It is useless, okay? Um, and, uh, and this person's gonna keep behaving this way until the lesson of consequence sets in for them and they understand how to respect that law and how to navigate it respectfully so that they can reap what it is that they wanna reap, instead of having this barren experience continuously, because they're not investing in themselves in a healthy, balanced way. This person wants you to care. We've got care and vow here, wish, hope, worship. They want you to care because they want you to help. And you can't, even if you wanted to. That's the thing, is that even if you wanted to, okay, even if you have the biggest heart and you want to help this person because you feel bad for them, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do unless you have some kind of like time travel machine where you can go back to the beginning of this semester or grade and you can then help this person or encourage them to get their stuff together before this negative consequence happens. There's no way. There's no way. Okay? You can't do it. Nobody can do it. The only person who could relieve consequences from this person is source creator, and I don't see that happening anytime soon, because the rules that govern Malkuth, this physical saturnal world that we live in here in the flesh, that our souls embody here in bodies, this physical dense world that we live in has set rules to it. There's nothing I can do about that. Can you stop gravity? Can you stop gravity? Come on now. Right? Like, there are certain laws, and consequence is one of them. If you're familiar with your 10 hermetic laws or 10 hermetic principles, then you already have a sense of understanding. As a magician, especially as a magician, you should already know the 10 hermetic laws that govern this realm, and consequence is one of them. This person does not feel ready to deal with these consequences. Readiness reverse, profession reverse. They're not ready to deal with it because nothing they do, whatever manipulations they try or deceit or whoever they try to bribe or pay off, none of it is working. And so they're just not ready for this experience of failure that is blatant and stark. We've got here the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. All right. You have been doing the Eight of Pentacles work. That's why you get out of jail free. That's why you're not stuck in your head. That's why you're clear about your graduation, your evolution, your growth, your renewal, your rebirthing that you're going through right now. You're clear on that because you've been doing the work. Okay. Let's see. Anything else here? Let's get some final words of advice as we close out. So let me just clear up my cards here. Wow, we just got the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah, this person is really trying to. Okay. Okay, universe, I see you. We have the High Priestess reverse, and peekabooing right behind her is the Magician. So this person is still trying. Behind closed doors, lighting candles, clapping their hands, spinning in circles. Whoever they're trying to petition, it's not going to work for them. We got the Moon reversed. We got Six of Pentacles, we have Judgment, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Like, there it is for you, folks. It's the hard truth with that Pluto energy in Judgment. Okay. The hard, uncomfortable truth. All right. The Auditor General of the solar system has come in. Like I told you, it's all about your receipts and about your heart accountability and your heart accounting, as I'm calling it, balancing the scales. All right. That's what this energy is all about. Oh, I hope that this person learns their lesson so that they can actually with integrity, grow and evolve. No cutting corners, doing the work properly. No half stepping, doing the work properly. Okay, it's all about quality, not quantity. And this person's getting a very, very rude awakening. Okay, any final words of advice for my viewer and listener? I know you're doing good. You're doing fine. You may want to check out some of my other readings. I put out a message a couple of days ago. There's very strong Aries energy. We're in Aries season. So for many of you, you're going through a rebirthing on your identity and who you are. Okay. We've got that solar eclipse coming up in a couple of days in the new moon in Aries. So this is a very, very powerful time to embrace the darkness energy of the eclipse, to go inwards, go within, self reflect, and plant your seeds for the future in this Aries energy. Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want others to see you? Okay. Any final words of advice here for my viewers? Yeah, we got a Page of Cups and we have an Ace of Cups. And there it is. The messages are coming to you. Looking at the Page of Cups here with the fish coming out of the cup, that's that killer whale. That's the marine life coming up out of the water in this Pisces lunar energy that we are currently in here today. That's what that is. Your water creatures, your marine life coming forward to give you a message, that little nibble on the arm, that gentle little yum, 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 yum. Let me tell you a thing or two. Yum, 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 yum. You're doing good. We're proud of you. Yum, 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 yum. Let me give you a little love nibble on your hand. And then let me go over here and take care of this person who's been doing some fuck shit. The ancestors are like, okay, we got to go and tend to these children over here because these ones over here, they're not doing their schoolwork. These ones over here want to be renegades. These ones over here want to show up late to class or stay playing on the playground and not do their work. And we need to get them to sit down and understand. I'm surprised I'm not seeing a lot of Saturn energy around here because with these legal consequences energy of Pisces, it is feeling. And with that 10 of Wands energy, there's Saturn. There's Saturn in Sagittarius. There is Saturn in Sagittarius. There is a heavy sit down in school because Sagittarius is all about that Wheel of Fortune, right? So this is that Jupiter growth, learning energy. That's what Sagittarius is. But here with that Saturn, it's like, you need to sit down. You need to take a seat right here and we're going to begin today's lesson. No, you're not going to recess early. Like, I feel like it's a stern teacher being like, we gave you a lot of free reign to learn at your own pace, to do it on your own terms. We gave you a long rope. Okay. And what did you do with it? You hung yourself with it. So come on back. Okay. Come on back. We're going to sit you down and we're going to show you the instructions again. And we're going to walk you through to make sure you do it right this time because this fuck shit you've been doing your whole life, cutting corners, being unaccountable, and been showing up entitled. We can't do that. We can't be doing that anymore. Okay. Maybe that worked back then. Okay. When your fur was white and there was a bunch of nonsense going on, so you could just blend in what you were doing with the surrounding white noise of whatever else chaos was happening. But now, in this spring energy moving forward, in this new era that we are in, okay, that's not going to fly. In this new era, we take accountability. In this new era, we stay in our lane. In this new era, we focus on our self growth and healing from our trauma and pain. That's what we're about. So, the message for you is the message is coming through Page of Cups and honor your intuition because these downloads in this Neptune energy is going to be coming through very, very hard, very, very intensely, rather. I don't want to say hard, but it's coming through very intensely for many of you with this gushing Ace of Cups here. And that is the message. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow. I truly appreciate all the ways that you help to nourish and support my channel, whether it's through your clicking like, whether it's through your views, whether it's through your donations. I truly appreciate you, and keep doing what you're doing. Trust and follow your intuition with that Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. You're on your way. Take care, and I will see you in the next message.